Okay, so operating system features are something like, uh, install the software, installing the hardware, helping us to do all these things. Okay, creating directories and creating files and managing peripheral devices. That's it, nothing else here. So this is the only some of the options, very important option. There are so many other things it will do, but that doesn't matter for us for now as a user of the operating system. Okay, so what and all it will help us to do? Any operating system, maybe a GUI or CUI. What exactly operating system will do? It will do only install the software. For example, it will have a facility. It is having a provision where it can help us to install a new software on top of it. That's it. So there is an operating system which is already installed. On top of it, I wanted to install Word, or I wanted to install Excel, or I wanted to install Paintbrush, or I wanted to install Photoshop, or I wanted to install C language, or I wanted to install Java. Anything on top of it we can install. That facility will going to give by the operating. I'm telling you commonly what and all the features we are going to use. Okay, I'm not concentrating on command prompt or it's a graphical. I am telling you any operating system what exactly we are going to use as a user of the computer. If it is a computer, I should have operating system. Okay, that operating system what and all it has to do. One thing it will do installation of the software. Second thing it will do installation of the hardware. For example, I have a pen drive. I have to install it so that I can use it. I have a printer newly purchased. I am installing it so that I can use it. I have a scanner. I have a barcode reader. I have a OCR. I have so many peripherals, right? That installation also, who is actually helping us to do that? Operating system will have a provision where it can recognize any new hardware connected to the computer and make sure it will be available to the user. That's it. Third thing, what it is helping us to create directories. We have seen that, right? Creating a folder, creating a directory in terms of command prompt. Directory or a folder, anything is same. Okay, the only terminology will differ. If you come to command prompt, they will tell it as a directory. If you go to graphical user interface, they will just tell you as a what? It will be like what? As a folder. That's it. Only terminology is changing. Work is same. Like it's a placeholder for putting some file. That's it. And also there is a fourth thing. What is going to do? Creating files. Creating file means it may be a text file or it may be a Java file, a C file, JPG file. JPG means image file or a video file or a graphical image file or anything and everything is a file. And based on the data what we discussed in the previous sessions, right? Based on the data type, always file will have information. So that file will have a data type, and based on the data type, file name will change. How it will change? Name won't change means name will have an extension. That extension will decide what kind of data will be placed in the data. All these things are file related thing. What operating system is doing, it is giving you the facility where you can put some files there, store them, some files permanently, and whenever you require you can take it and edit it, all these things. Okay, but operating system, what exactly operating system will give you? If you open a file, it will open in a notepad. That means notepad is doing other part, not operating system. Okay, whenever you open a text file, it is opening in a notepad. Whenever you are opening a doc file, it will opening a word, MS Word. Whenever you are trying to open any C language file, it will open in a C editor. That means what exactly operating system role in this? It is actually role is just storing some files in a somewhere, some places, and whenever you are trying to open, it is automatically select you the appropriate application and opens it there. That's it. Apart from editing, deleting, modifying, everything will take care by the appropriate applications, not the operating system. That is what we need to understand here. Okay, so next thing what we need to do is what operating system is doing is managing the peripheral devices. Managing means what? Deleting the current printer, or adding more and more printers, or deleting whatever the printers we have already, scanners, other whatever the computer related devices, hardware, what we are connecting, everything can be able to manage with the managing means uninstalling and installing, nothing else. That facility is given by the operating system. That's it, yeah. Only 5 things operating system will do. So these 5 things can be able to achieve with graphical user interfaces as well as command user interfaces. Okay, only thing is graphical user interfaces will have their own way of interface. Interface means I already told you, bridge between hardware and computer and user. What is operating system? First definition I told you, it's a bridge between computer and user. Computer means computer hardware and user. For example, I have a computer hardware which is installed like a printer. That is, a printer is a computer hardware. If I wanted to use, I cannot directly go and put a paper, it won't come. So what I have to do, I use the operating system. I open some software in the operating system, and I then through that operating system I can access the printer, like that. So it's a kind of what, it's a bridge between computer hardware and the user. User means human being who is using the computer. So human being and hardware between, who is the actually giving the interface, is operating system. So how that is giving, if it is giving like a graphical manner, that kind of operating system all are come under graphical user interface. Whenever it come to command line, then that interface will be using a commands. That's it, commands. Okay, only though, that is the difference. Okay, it's very important. That's what, as a technical person, I cannot feel that operating system GUI means it's best thing, CUI means it's not a good thing. All these things, nothing will be there in the operating systems. Okay, operating systems doing only 5 things. Any operating system will do the same. You know how to do in Windows, you can learn how to do in command prompts also. If you don't know, once you know that, then that's the same thing it is doing, na? So command prompt also do the same thing, graphical thing is also do the same thing. That's what we need to understand. Okay, any clarification needed in this case?
No, bro.
Okay, next topic what I wanted to talk about, operating system. I'm talking about operating system means it is common for command prompt as well as graphical, both. I'm not talking any individual separate special feature, only which is related to graphical. So it is all applicable for operating system, any kind of operating system in the world, any kind of operating system. Okay, so this is the operating system topic, right? That's what it is. So the last topic what I wanted to cover is environment variables. I already shown you in the previous session also what is environment variables, right? So what is environment variable, that we discuss now. So once these environment variables are completed, then slowly we are going to understand, started understanding the programming things. So by that time, please, people has to practice and familiar with your systems and everything. That is the only request from my side. So these are the things whatever we are discussing is at small bits and pieces. Whenever it come to programming thing, it is not like a bits and pieces. It's kind of a very big thing. It's kind of a very big subject. Each and every topic we have to be practice and understand and continue. Then only it will be helpful. So please, familiar with your systems, familiar with your whatever I told, like commands and everything. So that will be definitely helpful for us actually going forward. So our topic here is environment variables. What is a environment variable and how operating system will use this feature? How it is giving the facility? That is the uh, thing what we need to understand. Okay. So environment variable means it's a global variable. What is this? It's a global variable. Okay, variable means what we need to understand, because if we were having any programming background, you must have understood already, like what is a variable, what is a constant, all these things. Okay, so whenever you are learning any programming language, right, that time you will understand what is a variable. So now I'm going to tell you uh, in a informal way of explanation about a variable. Okay, so variable is something like what? A variable is a placeholder. What is this? It's a placeholder to store some information or data. So what we can say, variable is just a placeholder. It's a memory placeholder where it can store some information. For example, I wanted to store my name, something like my computer name. I wanted to store my computer name somewhere, right? So in that case, what I have to do, I should have a variable. For example, computer name is a variable. Computer name is equal to, I can put my computer name like this. So now what is happening here? The moment I put like this, this is a variable, right? A variable always uses memory. Memory means what? How many memories are there? We have two types of memories are there: secondary memory and primary memory, right? So where variables are going to store? Always variables will store in primary memories. This is primary. This is secondary. I already explained what is secondary, what is primary, and all. Right? Computer will have two memories, right? Are you guys are getting it or not? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So secondary memory means hard disk, floppy disk, all permanent devices, permanent memory devices, all come under secondary memories. Primary memories means RAM, RAM, ROM, ROM, only that. Okay, only two things will come under primary memory. They are not permanent memories, but fastest memories. Okay, but secondary memories are permanent memories where it won't delete until unless you delete it. So those kind of memories are secondary memories. But where the variable value will store, always variable value will store in RAM. That means in primary memory. Okay, that's what it's a variable. The moment variable done with their thing, it will delete from there. That means until unless you are running the computer, RAM will have memory. If you close the computer, RAM will delete memory. That's how the RAM will work. Okay, how the RAM is working? RAM always stores some information temporarily whenever computer is on. When computer you stopped somehow, like power is gone or something, then automatically RAM will delete all his memory. That's how RAM will work. Okay, ROM is a special case, we'll talk about later. Okay, that's how RAM is working. RAM is a random access memory. So all our applications, all our programs is running on RAM only. Okay, so whenever it is executing, we need RAM. Okay, whenever you wanted to permanently store information, that time only we'll use secondary memory devices. If you are not storing any information permanently, then RAM is enough for us. That means it's temporarily executing now. That's it. Okay, so that's how it is. For example, I am typing something here, right? So whenever I'm typing something, it is still in the RAM only. If suddenly computer goes, since I'm not saved anything, it will go off. Correct? So it won't be stay in the memory. If I save it, what will happen? From the RAM, it will one copy will be stored in secondary memories. Are you getting?
Okay.
Whenever I'm save, what happened? One copy of the information, whatever I have done so far, that copy will go and store in secondary memory. Then only if computer goes shut down also, we can open it after that. If you are not doing that, that means if you are not saving it, it will be there in the RAM only. In that case, what is happening? Whenever suddenly computer shut down, whatever the memory we have, everything will be erased. That's how RAM will work, right? So variables and all uses RAM memory only. Okay, variables will use only RAM memory. So it will be this is and all different topic altogether. It's not related to our environment variable. I'm just wanted to tell you what is variable. That's what I just covered this. Okay, later we'll see elaborately what is all these things. Okay, so now this global variable, how I can help us, what exactly we can do with the global variable, that means environment variable. That's what we are now able to see here. So generally, what is this? A variable will have two things here. Variables always will have two things. One is name of the variable. Second one is value for the variable. Okay. So two things will be there in any of the variable. Okay, that may be a local variable or global, whatever. Each and every variable will have their own name, and each and every variable will have some value. Okay, that value it will stores there. That's it. Okay, so in environment variables also will be like that only. we have path variable. We have so many like Java home variable, right? These are the names of the variables, right? So these are the names. So we need to understand why the variables names are different and what exactly we'll store in this. That's what. So first we'll think about path. Later we'll see about, right, what about other environment variables, right? So what is path exactly will actually facilitate us in environment variable. So if your operating system you take na, path variable definitely will be there. Okay, where I can see path variable, you can see you wanted to see what and all environment variables are there. I'm going to show you in Windows how you'll see. You can go to computer, right click, go to properties and advanced system settings. There is a button called environment variables, right? Click on that and see here PATH path. This is user variables, right? This is system variables. Two divisions are there because nowadays multi-user operating systems, right? We will have our own users we can create in single system. That's what this is the variables. Whatever you create here, these are the only applicable for Suda, which is a single user. Whenever you create variables here in the system variable, it will be applicable and available for all the users of this computer. Like that it is. Okay, both are same only. No difference in the terms of working, but only it is accessible. Like whenever you Suda is logged in, then he will have only these variables. Okay, but you can change these variables to you. Like you have a two users in the computer, na? Based on the user, you can this can be changed, but this is common for all the users like that. Okay, there are so many variables, right? See, variable names will be here, values will be here. So there are Android home, there are home spec, the drive data, Java home, all these things are there. Very particular thing what we have to see is PATH path. Okay, this is very important, and until unless you are confident, don't go and change anything in this variable because these are all system related and each and every application will use somehow some of the variables of this. So if you corrupt some value in this, then your application only won't work. Like for example, paint application is there, one of the variable paint will use us for their internal programming purposes. If you go somehow here and edit something, then what will happen, that paint application somehow that will program will be corrupted there. That's what it won't work after that. So like that problems will come. So environment variables always will be very important and it is very powerful. It is for the applications what we installed, that will be always uses this environment variable. But in that case, why we need to learn this? So we wanted to learn only path and different Java home kind of environment variables because we are going to learn some language things also, right? So environment variable is a place where we can store some data, that is value. Anything you can store here, it will be available into entire application. That's what it is meaning. For example, you have a value kept here. This value will be available irrespective of where you are. Something like I'm in a D drive or I'm in a E drive or wherever you are in the computer, this value can be able to read whenever required. That is the only thing what we need to understand. That means what, I have a path variable. Here I put some path like Santosh application path. Okay, so this path is able to read anywhere and everywhere in the computer, irrespective of where I am. Okay, otherwise what will happen? Always I have to go to the place where I wanted to open and then open. That's the problem. Okay, so environment variable is a global variable which is available entire system. This path variable or Java home variable, whatever the variable, you can create it also. You can see here, you can create a new variable. You will edit the existing variable. You can delete the existing variable. All these facilities are there. Okay, anything can be done. For example, I created one variable. Okay, like Santosh, and I kept some value there that can be able to read anywhere in the computer. That's what you can understand. Okay, so in this case what I'm going to uh, uh, I wanted to uh, what have an example to explain this. For example, path variable is there. Okay, so using path variable, what type of values always will put, we are actually keeping paths of the application. Why we are keeping here paths of the applications? because this application I wanted to run anywhere in the computer. I don't want to come. Generally, the moment I install any application, if I wanted to open that application, I have to go to the installation place and I have to open. That is the only facility we have. If I install something like Java software in C drive, then I have to every time I have to go to C drive and then I can use Java. I cannot go to D drive and I can use Java. So in that case, how I can get that facility means that Java application path, if I put it inside path variable, then I can go anywhere and I can use it. Like that it will happen. That means this path will have a special purpose here, where it can store some information and it uses anywhere in the computer irrespective of the where you are. That's the thing. So I wanted to demonstrate that here. If you understood this, can you tell me? If you have any doubts, please ask me. So slowly we are entering into the technical terminologies. So please understand and ask doubts and get clarified. Otherwise, you will be in confusion. Tell me, are any doubts? What exactly you wanted to understand in this case is environment variable is a global variable. Whatever I keep, I can able to access anywhere in the computer, irrespective of the path. Only that. You don't have to remember anything. So environment variable is something like a variable where I can place some value, and that value will be available in a entire computer. That's it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here, just to see what I'm doing here. I'm going to create one batch file in desktop. Okay, what I'm going to santosh.bat. Batch file means BAT is the extension. Okay, I have created a batch file. Now I will edit this batch file. What is this edit? What it is going to do is something like echo just I added this. We'll see what is going to happen. Is that something happened? Did you see something happen? You can't see, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll open in a command prompt. Okay. I go to desktop. I'll see there is santosh.bat. Is there? So did you see that? So if I just put Santosh, it is running the batch file which is having some sentence here. Echo is actually one command where it just prints whatever is there. That's it. Okay, that is one more command. So in this case, what I'm going to tell you here is I'm going to create a file. Copy con. File name is santosh.txt. No, not file. We'll create a folder. MD Santosh CD Santosh MD Vijay CD Vijay MD Chitra. So what is happening? What is the commands I'm doing here? Are you getting? MD means make directory. I wanted to create a directory which name is eSantosh. Okay. After that, it has to go inside eSantosh CD. After that, I'm creating one more folder directory which is called Vijay. Are you getting now? What is this command? And then again, it is going inside Vijay.